Are you ready to embark on a tantalizing adventure that combines community bonding with culinary delight? Welcome to the Spicy Spotlight, where we turn up the heat and shine a light on the incredible people who keep our city running.
I'm Landon. Alongside me are my co-workers Aaron and Bobby. We're going to bring you on a one-of-a-kind experience, mixing conversation with some deep, spicy levels.
Each episode, we'll sit down with different employees, learn about their roles, hear their personal stories, and challenge their taste buds with some serious spicy food.
From fire departments to finance, parks to public works, no one's off limits. So get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe even shed a few spicy tears with us.
This is Spicy Spotlight, where the questions get hotter, the wings get spicier, and the stories get real.
As today's our first episode, we're going to focus on the overall intent of the series, discuss a bit of the IT department and the role we play, and give a bit of insight into what we experience on a day-to-day basis.
Let's turn up the heat as we face some hot wing challenges and dive into today's questions.
All right, first wing, starting off mild. Let's kick things off with your origin stories. How'd you get into IT, and what's your favorite part about it?
I got into IT back in 2004. I started off working on Qualcomm's for trucks. I started doing satellite communications for semi-trucks, and that was my first dive into IT.
What about you, Bobby?
Oh, for me, shoot, to tell you the truth, I actually had zero interest in IT. I started off basically signing up for college. Didn't have a clue what I was going to do. Came up, never touched a computer before, and had needed an internship at Smart Computers, and could I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Internship, and that's when I started. I didn't know. I was really thinking, but nah. It started off with Smart Computers because I really didn't care about programming, even though I passed it. But that's so and behold, here I am.
Yeah. For me, I started off programming obviously in high school. I moved on into the university system, kind of interned there. Was actually originally going to teach computer science. And ended up getting this job opportunity with the city and kind of moved into the government space and been there ever since. Let's try our first wing.
All right.
Hey, just a disclaimer, as soon as it gets too hot, I'm out. Like, it shows off.
You're good.
No, you're good. The first one's good.
Yep.
It's a basic spice level for you.
You all think you all got planned next? Which department?
Maybe police department, maybe fire department. See how it goes and see who's
That'd be good if we can get
interested.
one of each of them in there at the same time.
Chief against chief.
Yes, make it a competition.
Let's add a little rhythm to this. If your job had a theme song, what would it be?
Theme song?
We're not gonna take it.
So true. So true.
I was thinking a little Gilligan's Island kind of comes to mind, but you know.
Of course, the kids have been tied up on Sonic, so Galvanize Push the Button is definitely up there for me. It's totally IT worthy right there. Let's try our second wing. That was good too.
Oh snap, look at the time. Kids calling.
Your kids calling?
Yeah, I can be back. Let me know when y'all finish with the rest.
So question for you guys. What is the strangest question you've ever gotten?
For me, the strangest or like oddest help desk ticket I've ever seen is actually not meant for IT at all. We had an employee that mistaken our help desk for the general city help desk and actually asked us, what do I do about this sink that won't drain? And of course, being the Phoenicious person that I am, I responded, have you tried turning it off and on again? Who's to say they didn't respond back? What about you, Bobby?
When somebody asks me, the ceiling's leaking, I didn't know what to do.
The strangest IT requests being those that aren't meant for IT.
Definitely. But we still follow up with it sometimes.
Right?
Sometimes.
Still take care of them. What about you, Landon?
The strangest one I ever got was a phone call that somebody wanted to figure out how to check their voicemail. And when they checked their voicemail, it was actually a interesting prank call that they got. And yeah, listening to that prank phone call was interesting.
Now, most people don't realize how often they interact with government technology. What's one way that the public uses technology and just don't realize that they're actually interacting with our technology on a daily basis. And as we kind of dive into this, go ahead and try your third wing and see how that one tastes.
I would say one of the biggest things that the city is not aware of is every time they go to our website or use one of the apps to research or look up information, all that is directly tied to the IT infrastructure, everything we're posting up, and direct links to all of our records, our directories, things like that.
Bobby, you got any examples where government IT touches that the public doesn't necessarily realize, or they don't think about it as they utilize the technology?
Honestly, I don't know. You know the times when they say IT, we like to stalk y'all? When y'all like to speed through those traffic cams? I mean, maybe. I don't know. You tell me.
I'd say one piece that people take for granted and don't really realize IT touches on a daily basis is actually the water systems, SCADA systems, and the antenna communication behind that, where there's a lot of technology driving anything from your sewer pumps to your water pumps. People going through, of course, those intersections and kind of how the traffic lights are actually timed with technology in that. So definitely an interesting take. Go ahead and try wing 4 for you.
All right. Let's talk about the future. If you could bring one big innovation to government, in the IT government world, what would that be?
I'd say, actually, as we kind of see technology advance, I'd like to see quantum tech come to government IT. I'd love to see it come to our space before it actually gets into the hands of threat actors. I'd love to see how quantum tech actually interacts with AI and what that will do to actually drive our industry forward. You got any thoughts? No, none on that one.
AI was my big one. I would love to see what AI can do for the community, helping people to better understand, getting in with the website, asking their questions, having AI being able to look through the previous records, previous tickets, previous help desks, and help people better ask a question to what they want or have better knowledge of what it is they're actually truly looking for. I think with AI, we will get in that way or move in that direction.
Seeing the interaction of the language learning models and actually be able to better interact with people who don't necessarily know what they're looking for or what they're asking and how to ask the question. All right, it's time to turn up the heat a bit. If IT troubleshooting had a spice level, what would you consider it?
I mean, why don't you invite me to this? Like, am I supposed to be joking or being serious? I can't be serious.
Oh, you?
Right, depends on what department I'm going to for the spice level.
Go ahead.
I mean, if I go to the fire department, of course the spice level can't be too hot because they're the fire department.
They got the water, they put it right out.
Exactly, you got some of them just...
They hit you
Don't
back
kill
with the
me.
jokes.
They told me to say this. This is all scripted, written by Aaron Ryan. They just trying to throw me under the bus. That's it. I could be home right now. But nah.
I would say if it had a spice level, I'd put it pretty medium, right around a good 5 or 4. Even some of the craziest, hardest questions, it's just the time to look into them and see what they're actually truly trying to ask and what they're really trying to get into. I wouldn't say there's that many questions that are a good 10 solid burn you down. Like usually I have an idea where we're going and know what I'm looking for. It's just finding what the nuance is that's causing the problems or issues.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, on a day-to-day basis, I would tend to agree with you. We deal with a pretty mild or medium type atmosphere dealing with user issues. I'd say on the high end, it's going to be anything that deals in cybersecurity or any type of server failure would put it into more of an intense situation. But luckily, we don't have to deal with that too often. On that note, what's the most intense type issue that you've gone through or solved in your time in IT?
Most intense for me would have been back in my military days working in cybersecurity, working national defense. There's a good amount of things that I learned from in-house practices and real-world scenarios, just learning how to defend against a cyber attack. That is one of those that no matter how much you know about cyber attack, there's always somebody out there that's found something new to exploit or something new to change. Or good old Microsoft makes a change and opens up a new vulnerability, creates a new vulnerability that you're not aware of that actually happened. And I'd say, yeah, working in the cybersecurity world, there's a lot of things that you learn very quickly or have to pick up very quickly.
I'd agree. I mean, for me, it's going to be any cyber incidences. So we dealt with the Hafnium attack back in 2021. Of course, dealt through that. We've dealt with anytime you move servers, you risk the chance of actually destroying hardware or having the hardware not come back even from a simple restart. And for us, it was our SQL server when we moved buildings, and we ended up spending a day or two kind of rebuilding that. And I think those would be the more intense level type situations we deal with.
For me, basically, it's me being a contractor for all company fresh and having limited access to a server room and not knowing what was going where, and somehow a fiber got cut and the whole production was down. And I did what I do best, communicate. And I also found out that day the 16-hour thing, you work over 16 hours, HR will call you. Yes, that was interesting.
Come breathing down your neck.
Oh yeah.
So every IT has one legacy system in their department. It just won't go away. It's inevitable. It's part of IT. One system you can't just get rid of. What is that one thing that you would like to replace in a heartbeat if you could here at the city? What would that be?
Users. I'm clear.
And with that, try your next ring as you go.
Printers. Printers for me, for sure.
Printers and fax printers and fax machines. Just old tech that really there's better systems that have come out that kind of advanced us along, that we just need to take that leap forward and kind of step away from the old tech and the old way of doing things and kind of embrace the new.
I'd have to agree on the fax machines. Digital faxes, encrypted faxes, there's so many scan to fax. There's a lot more faxing options that are available now. If I could get rid of printers and scanners, I would absolutely 100% agree with those.
You don't like the ones that squeak sometimes and...
No, squeaky printers, squeaky rollers.
That's
Noise making printers.
Noise making, I try to avoid at all costs.
They seem to ruin people's days.
Oh yeah, me too.
What do you guys think of the wings so far?
Ready to keep eating?
Pretty mild.
Let's try the next one then. Otherwise, we're gonna forget to eat and just keep talking.
I'm gonna have to douse some more sauce on some of mine.
It's there for you.
Got more if you need more.
Don't grab the wrong bottle. Oh, it's actually good. What's a behind-the-scenes IT challenge that most people have no clue about or don't really realize that we kind of experience on a regular basis?
I would say trying to be innovating and forward thinking. Trying to stay one step ahead of the game, always trying to figure out what new technology is coming out, trying to figure out what we can install to keep new. Just being on the forefront of the technology here, making sure that people realize that we are moving forward, not staying with all those old legacy systems here around the city. Make sure that the people inside the city know that we are trying our best to, whatever's the best model, the best thing at the time, we are really trying to move forward. And all that time it takes to research and just look, read, see what's out there, just to make sure that we are getting some of the best with internals and stuff like that.
Well, I'm going to say I agree with everything you said with that.
Yeah. I mean, so one, staying up on tech, as you said. The other piece for obviously in my role is that the constant planning for how do we ensure business continuity? How do we ensure that no matter what happens, we can keep the city up and running, we can keep the utilities running, we can provide that technology that supports operations such as dispatch so that they can respond accordingly to support the citizens as well. Go ahead and try your next wing.
That one's got a little more kick.
It's getting there.
I could feel this one singing through my nose.
Singing through your nose?
Yes.
I was actually anticipating that I'd be more like worried about these, but so far they've been actually pretty good.
Hey, that one actually works on the sinuses a little bit. So, what are some of the weirdest, funniest, or just strangest things that you've ever had to solve or work on?
I always find humor in the issues that are typically the simplest, and the ones that you show up and it's the power button, or the hey, by the way, no, I've checked everything, and you show up and it's a power strip, or there's something keeping the connection, or the cable's unplugged. It's the simple ones that I always find funny, because you'd think that people would notice that, but they don't.
Or the ones like where you'd be like, hey, did you restart? And they'd be like, yeah, I restart 4 times. And then you make this long trip to come there because you think it's something else, and yes, I do this trick, people. I will tell you, I'm fixing it so I could restart it just to show that it works, and lo and behold, you restart it, and magically there she goes away.
Or you check the run timer, and they magically restarted it several times in the day, and the run timer's at 3 days.
Yep. there
3
you
to
go.
5 days.
Or 21.
Can't give out all our secrets now.
So I don't have a lot of funny ones that I've really dealt with. A lot of the weird ones that I've dealt with are things that are manufacturing issues. Motherboards that ground themselves out on pins. Things that no matter how much you look for the answer, nobody has documented that answer yet.
You definitely saved me with one of those.
Yeah, you spend days troubleshooting an issue that you cannot find the answer for. And then you accidentally move or bump or touch something, and it reveals itself. And you're like, are you kidding me? A motherboard grinding out a screw takes out a network connection.
On a standoff design.
On a standoff
that's supposed to be there.
Yeah, something you would never expect to see. You see it once.
A monitor that keeps the system from running operationally
Don't even
well.
remind me. Don't having the blue screens, I'm done.
Yeah.
Go ahead, try the next one.
Oh.
This is the one that I worry about the most, because it's the one in the traditional hot wings show that gets people the most.
Yep.
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 And that's all, folks. This is the next show. See you all tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see how that one.
That won't bring some water to your eyes.
That one. That one's up the nose, absolutely.
The sinuses are clearing up.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, that one's right. That one, get it on the tongue wrong, and
Yep.
you're gonna feel that one. Bobby's just going all in. He's gonna devour that thing.
I'm thinking of Jesus right now. Well, it's gonna kick my butt.
Now, as we make it to the last wing, I mean, what's we're getting there. We got 2 left
You know,
here.
Bobby, you tell me.
What's some advice that you guys would have for citizens? And go ahead and bite into the next one while you're sweating off the last one.
But
If you could impart one bit of knowledge, what would it be?
don't eat these wings. Jeez.
Yeah. Don't hesitate to ask questions. We definitely are trying to innovate around here. If you have a good idea or a good question, bring it up. I would say we get a lot of things for Legacy Squares and a lot of design thoughts around the city from people out there who have moved, lived, seen something some other place. And yeah, if you got a good idea or a good question or want to know something, definitely reach out and ask. It always gets our mind and gets wheels turning.
Two-factor authentication is your friend. Don't crack jokes on it.
It is.
It is. Trust me.
It's an extra step, and I'd say one of the biggest pieces we could impart for knowledge onto users. Go ahead, try your next one, Bobby. Join the club right
We're
there.
supposed to be a team.
yeah.
I took the first bite. I made sure that it was safe for you. The biggest piece I could impart on people is think before you click on things. Really review things that whether it comes as a text message, it comes as an email. I mean, there's a lot of phishing, whether it be phishing, mishing, whether it's coming across those, you have to think and actually examine. If it looks free, guess what? Nothing's really ever free. They're not giving you stuff for free. Don't take and click on it. You essentially open yourselves up for attack. You're gonna lose information. You're gonna lose money. So if we could impart that knowledge upon citizens and residents, that would be definitely one of them.
With that going with the spear phishing, the big one going around right now is the targeting, making you feel like you're backed into a corner. There's a lot of spear phishing things with the sheriff's department or somebody else's police department targeting you, saying, you missed your court dates and stuff. You have to act right now and send money. Believe me, our sheriff's department, our police department, if you owe them something, they will find you.
They'll find you, and not over the phone,
not over the phone.
not with a text message.
Yeah, not with a text message, not with a random phone call. not telling you have to do it right now. They'll tell you to go down to the courthouse. They'll tell you to go down and get a receipt. They will make sure that they take care of it the proper way.
Now, as we enjoy the final wing, or fear the final wing, we're just gonna kind of talk in closing us here. Obviously, as Landon mentioned, if you got ideas, you got thoughts, what you'd like to see us ask as we step through other departments, by all means, we're gonna take and we're gonna open this up on social media. We're gonna have our own page. We're gonna ask for you guys to submit questions or departments that you'd like to see on this, so you guys can have a part in this as well.
Yeah, you ain't getting no more words out of me. This thing ain't
I was gonna say I can feel it in the nose now. It's
Yeah, those last two were a good one.
I hope that the last one had a little bit more meat to it though.
Oh, so we done?
We're almost done. So obviously, we invite you to be a part of this journey. Drop your questions, your suggestions. You might see them on our next episode. Obviously, we've kind of talked about discussing stuff with the police department, the fire department. We've talked it out with a couple other departments to try and get them in here. As we branch from there, we're going to hopefully step into other avenues as well. But as always, follow us on social media for exclusive behind the scenes or sneak peek type perks. Thanks for joining us.